Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And I'm gonna make this right quick. I didn't plan on doing any lessons about women no time soon, because a lot of my latest lessons have been like that, and that's simply because we on the cusp, of Isaiah 4:1, man, and the prophecies are just here. Not only are we, looking forward to seeing women actually come in a respectful manner, we are looking forward to just simply being reverenced as and for the men that we are. And not only that, to know that we would more likely be of the elect. If this happens with us, that means the Lord has protected us and is still protecting us. But not to ramble, but it just goes to show you that a lot of people just don't have it. And these women, it's just in their natural mind, obviously, to just be rebellious. You know what I mean? So let me let you hear this.
I want a hood rat night. I want to wear a hoochie outfit. I want to hang outside of the window. I want to twerk on top of a car. I want to do a headstand on the couch like Summer Walker did. I want to get home at 6 a.m. And I want scrapes and cuts on my legs. I have never experienced a night just full of pure chaos. I've had fun nights, but not like that. And I want to experience it at least once. That's it.
See, what is it, Eve? What this shows you, Eve is never satisfied. You know what I'm saying? She's had the good life. She's had the good life. And she's still not satisfied. Because she didn't have a chance to live the bad life. Well, Eve, so you know your life ain't as good as you think it is, first of all. And second of all, hey, look here, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah coming to bring judgment upon this place. So while we're in the midst of judgment coming to Babylon the Great, this is what you want to do. I think it's 2 Peter chapter 2. Let me see. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 3. It said, chapter 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" Now I do want to get that in the AMP right quick. No. Okay, so Second Peter 10 and Second Peter chapter 3 verse 10 and 11. Starting at verse 10, it says, "But the day of the Lord will come like a thief, and then the heavens will vanish, pass away." And that heavens right there is talking about your rulership, you know, your kingdoms at this moment. You know what I mean? This whole entire beast system is going to be brought down. You know, it's going to vanish away. It says with a thunderous crash, and the material elements of the universe will be dissolved with fire, and the earth and the works that are upon it will be burned up. Since all these things are thus in the process of being dissolved, what kind of person are each of you to be in the meanwhile? In consecrated and holy behavior and devout and godly qualities. Okay, here we are on the cusp of World War III, the hour of temptation, Jacob Strobel, and you want to go twerk on a car and get scrapes on your legs and hang outside of a window and get home at 3 a.m. and then possibly die. This is what you so badly want to do because you have not experienced it. Man, the Lord can't come no quicker, man. I promise. I promise, man. But this is why you women are finished, man. Let me get this Isaiah chapter 32. I'm gonna do that in the AMP as well. Isaiah chapter 32. And so I'm going to start off at 1 and 2. It says, "Behold, a king will reign in righteousness, and princes will rule with justice. And each one of them," now that king will reign in righteousness, speaking of Yahweh Shai, it says, "and princes will rule with justice." This is talking about the elect, beginning with 144,000. It says, "And each one of them shall be like a hiding place from the wind, and a shelter from the storm, like streams of water in a dry place, like the shade of a great rock in a weary land, to those who turn to them." Okay, and see, when Isaiah 4:1 comes to pass, it's going to be because a lot of women are going to be coming our way, you know, trying to get answers, and we're trying to seek protection ultimately. Because we'll be that only protection from the storm, from the tempest, from the wind, from the destruction. See, as we're saved through faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the women are saved through their faith in their husband, their man. That's why Isaiah 4:1, I have to go ahead and get it, you know. It says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and provide our own apparel. Only let us be called by your name, to take away our reproach of being unmarried." See, these women are going to be seeking to have a husband, okay? And they're going to want that real husband-wife relationship. That means husband-wives relationship, okay? Plural, okay? That's why I said 7 women, meaning the complete number of women. Multiple women will be coming to just one man, all seeking to be called by his name, meaning what? Marriage, meaning what? Sex. And no, it's not all about sex, because we're going to be more focused on salvation, okay? So, and surviving, you know, enduring to the end, you know. So, yeah. But while these things are coming to pass, you want to go twerk, though. This is why these scriptures are in here, because these women ain't gonna know what to do in that day. Women are used to being pampered by Esau. especially Eve. Eve is used to being pampered by Esau, okay? And Eve turned the whole back on her entire nation for Esau, man. And just because you can't get out here and do Esau type shit, Edomite shit, nigger shit, you feel like you're missing out on something in life. Wow. Back to Isaiah chapter 32. And I'm going to go ahead and close it out after this here. It's just remarkable. So Isaiah 32 and verse 9, it says, "Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you confident and careless daughters. Listen to what I am saying. In a little more than a year you will be shaken with anxiety, you careless and complacent. For the vintage, you careless and complacent women, for the vintage will fail and the ingathering will not come." Verse 11, "Tremble, ye women who are at ease. Shudder with fear and complacent, you complacent ones. Strip yourselves bare, gird sackcloths upon your loins in grief." And see, that's why once again, they're going to be in the grievous. It's going to be a very grievous time for these women, you know. And because now they're going to be exposed to themselves. They're going to realize themselves they ain't what they thought they could be. They really ain't men. When you see these studs walking around here in dresses, you got a broad with a beard walking around in the dress. Oh, we got to get the fuck out of Babylon, man. But yeah, I mean, this is the stuff that goes on, man. These women is about to be humbled, though. That's the point. You about to be humbled. You know. Because you're in the wrong spirit. And this is not the time for that spirit. It's the time and place for everything. But this ain't the time like for that shit. Okay? We're in a house of mourning. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that in there. Ecclesiastes 7 and 2. I'll read 2 through 4. You know what? I'll read 1 through 4. That wasn't right. Okay, so it says a good name is better than precious perfume. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 1. A good name is better than precious perfume, and the day of death better than the day of one's birth. This is why we don't celebrate our birthdays. And you damn Christmas lovers, when did your Messiah, even if you believe in Jesus, when did Jesus celebrate his birthday in the Bible? Come on now. Yahweh never celebrated his birthday. The day of death is better than the day of birth. Why? Because you go right back to the Heavenly Father and you're away from hell. You've escaped hell for a minute. Anyway, verse 2, it says, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting." For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to heart. Okay, the house of mourning. Okay, that's because we're suffering. We realize that we are actually still in captivity, and we need Yahweh Shah to come get us up out of this mess, man. And we're only hopeful. We're still prisoners of hope. But we do have that hope. So verse 3 says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better and gains gladness. Whew. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth and sensual joy. How are you sitting here trying to enjoy yourself in captivity? What makes you think you're going to be that one particular person that should be in captivity and get rich? The only way you're going to do it is the way these other damn celebs do it. You know what I'm saying? That is by selling your fucking soul, man. Dooming yourself. But anyway, this is why we stay in the house of mourning, though. Because that mourning shows us now that because through that mourning comes the fear, is associated with the fear of the Lord, and through that fear comes obedience to the Lord's word, okay? And with that obedience comes the rewards, okay? Faith constantly being boosted. Okay? Promises. Everything. Okay? We know that's coming. We know it's all coming, man. But right now we're in the house of mourning until it gets here. And then we will rejoice. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right there. I mean, I just thought it's just crazy the way people think, even in this day and age, at this particular time right now, with all these particular things going on. People, you still think like this. And you're unsatisfied. You just, anyway.
I want a hood rat night. I want to wear a hoochie outfit. I want to hang outside of the window. I want to twerk on top of a car. I want to do a headstand on the couch like Summer Walker did. I want to get home at 6 a.m. And I want scrapes and cuts on my legs. I have never experienced a night just full of pure chaos. I've had fun nights, but not like that. And I want to experience it at least once. That's it.
But have at it, Eve. Have at it. You know what I'm saying? But the days of reckoning are coming. Okay? Get yourself in order, man. You few sisters that's already in the know, in the truth, and sincere towards this, then, and hey, continue. Alright? But right now, we too late in the game for any foolishness and mirth. And this is ultimately, it's all dumb, vain shit. But I'm in it right there, giving all praises, honor, and glory that's due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makakwadash. Till the next time, Shalom.